Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap that bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us is the Jazmm AM FM Weather Alert portable radio. No model number is what I said. A very basic radio, but a lot of fun. So we'll check it out. You can find this radio selling on Amazon. This retails for around $26.99. Mine had a $10 off coupon, bringing the price down to $16.99 at the making of this video. It was still on sale, so quite the deal. If you were subscribed, you would have got a notification because I sent it out to all my community members and people that have subscribed to my channel, and they were aware of this deal as well. Now, there's two versions of this radio. This is the AM FM Weather Alert one. There is one with shortwave, Bluetooth, and MP3 player, which I did not know about. I got this one. This one is less money, and we'll talk about that. So let's look at the box. Portable radio. Very simple. I like the design. On the side here, it's advertised correctly. There we go. Flashlight, sleep timer. Nice. Good things. They come in khaki or green. Khaki looks pretty good. I went with the green, but yeah. Probably would have went with the khaki if I, again, thought there was a different... I only saw the green when I went and ordered this, but then all of a sudden the tan was available, and I like that better. Information there on the side. There goes some dimensions. We'll go over that again. I think this side, yeah, some bullet points, and yeah, same thing on that side. All right, so yeah, I couldn't find a model number anywhere. Here was a weird label. It actually says Bluetooth and shortwave. This radio does not have that. So if you get this one and you're wondering where that is, you didn't pay for something you didn't get. You paid for the right radio. Just a couple options missing. So if you like those options, we'll talk about it. But anyway, in the box was the star of the show, the AM FM Weather Alert Jazmm Camping Radio. I'm going to call it the camping radio. I think it's pretty cool. I love this little guy. I like the overall look of it. So let's go ahead and zoom it on down. And then what else we get in the box? We got a cable, USB to USB-C, or sorry, USB-A to C. And then we get some cards, always fun. Hope you love it. If you had a good experience for your purchase, we appreciate it if you can share it through your experience. Tell it to your friends. You guys are my friends. I'm telling it to you. How good is it? It's pretty decent. There you go. Thank you. Okay, that's wonderful. We have a pamphlet type instruction manual. I guess I'll open it up and show you. I don't think I'll miss anything, but if I do, this here is for posterity. You can freeze frame it wherever you need to as I go along here, kind of on a conveyor belt. You can see all the stuff going on. It's pretty simple radio to operate. A couple little things I'll note that you may not be intuitive. We'll flip this over. Believe it or not, there's more instructions to this thing. Yeah. And this is the non-Bluetooth MP3 player variant. So there you go. This radio's for the true tuner. The person that doesn't need Bluetooth or doesn't want it. You know, to be honest with you, I don't use my Bluetooth much. Just on one or two table radios, that's it. All right, cool. And up here, some specs. Rockin, and that's it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to it. So it is a dust magnet. One thing I kind of hate about these things, these big old screens. So we're going to see that, of course. It's always an issue. They collect everything. Dimensions. We have a width of 2 1/4 inches, a height of 4 1/8 of an inch, and we have a depth of 1 1/4 inch. So a fairly compact little radio. And I do like this green now. Look at it some more. Very cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some size comparison. We have a CC Pocket in the house. Current time is 12:17 a.m. That's Central Standard Time. I'm in Chicago, Illinois, USA, for the sake of any band scans we do, which we will. This thing can DX. Some people always ask that. Does it DX? It can. Most radios can in the evening. All right, and then we have a Skywave 2. Sweet. It's a little bigger radio. I guess I got to bring this up a little so you get a full view. Awesome. This is an AM FM Weather Alert airband shortwave radio. Nice. And then for the final thing, if you don't have those two radios, we always have the Deco cards by Iron Man. Iron Man! He's the man with master plan. He loves Jazmm radios with no model number, man. All right. I don't know why they didn't put a model number on it. Lovely. But would I have gotten the Bluetooth MP3 one if I knew it was available? Probably, because I'm a sucker for a bunch of extra features. But I'm glad I got this one because it looks traditional and it is a lot of fun. There's no extra bells and whistles to make noise and RFI. So let's go over features of the Jazmm. I'm saying that right. I was calling him Jasmine. Jazmm. This is a weird name. So yeah, let's go over features. Left hand side, we got a button here. It's kind of military looking. It's kind of cool. Lock light, so it does what it says. Turns a flashlight on, which is awesome. It's diffused, so you got this nice broad beam, no weird spot, and it's actually kind of like a neutral white. I like it. Give you an idea. Yeah, it renders really well. Colors, nice. Doesn't wash them out, and that's bright as heck. Okay, then you can press it and hold it. Of course, it locks the radio down. There you go, get a lock symbol. It's got inverted display, as you can see, with a battery life showing there, and the radio's off. Okay, we'll go ahead and just turn the lock off. Cool. So yeah, that's its claim to fame, is this big inverted LCD. Well, you get to see the numbers here in a second, which is awesome. We've got some buttons down below. We have a scan button, which does quite a bit. So if you press and hold this while the radio's on, it'll automatically save and store the stations on the band you're on. So this radio, they advertise, I think, 100 presets, but they're wrong. It comes with 32 presets on FM and 32 on AM, but the problem with the AM is there is a firmware issue, something wrong with my radio for sure. If you're in the AM band and you're trying to save presets manually or auto scan and save, the first 5 are junked. I don't know what that is. So you get 6 through 32. Not great. So only 27 on AM. I don't know what gives. So 32 on FM and 27 on AM. And like I said, if you're going to save your own presets, start on 6. That's your first one. Think of that as number 1. Yeah, I don't know why. I had a radio like this. I don't remember which brand it was. And I remembered that happening. I'm like, that's an issue with some of these radios. I remember that. And yeah, there's my workaround. But anyway, if you just tap this, it'll enter the manual preset mode. And you just use these M- M plus keys to figure out what position you want to put it in. AM 6 to 32, FM 1 to 32. And then, of course, hit scan real quick again to lock in that spot. Pretty easy. Let me zoom up here. We got a band button, cycles of 3 bands, AM, FM, weather band, and sleep function. And it is what it is. Sleep, you just press and hold it. It turns on the radio. You get 110 minutes all the way down to 10 minutes. It does quite a bit in 10-minute increments. So you get quite a bit of options there. And then, yeah, of course, the band button. I want to also mention the scan button. If you press and hold the scan button, it starts the weather alert mode on with a weather band. Power button, press it. We'll turn it on. Cool. So we'll turn it down. So I'll show you what you see here. We have the band we're on, the frequency, 97.7, volume, signal strength indication. It's pretty high because I'm right next to a transmitter. Battery life, and of course megahertz. And the light goes out to save on power, which is a good thing. So we'll go ahead and just long press off. There we are. Okay, so yeah, your memory keys, memory down, memory up. Once you get them programmed in, then you can just go up and down with these keys, which is nice. Down here we got our speaker, which is about a 1.5 inch heavy driver. It sounds good. Bass heavy. You guys will like that. Right hand side of the radio, we have tuning controls. Again, cool button schemes. This is incremental or browse until you find the station and stops. There's no continuous, which is kind of a bummer. So you can't press and hold, and it keeps going. I wish they'd implement that in more radios, but they don't. Digital volume control. I think I might have forgot to mention it does have the USB-C jack right there. 5 volts, 1 amp input. Even has an arrow pointing to it. How did I miss that? Just remember little grippy things on the side, which is nice. It stands. There's a little stand on it. Probably won't stand on my desk. Oh, it did. Sweet. Top of the radio, we got the whip antenna, and it extends too. Not too bad, but not too great. 11 inches. Yay, whoopee. We got a carry lanyard here. Well, I like that. That's nice. Centered in the right spot, so you can hang it from a tree branch or something while you're working. Yeah, I like that. A little small for the wrist. Yeah, a little small for my wrist. But otherwise, yeah, you'd use it to hang off the doorknob or something while you're working. And yeah, dust magnet, like I mentioned. I'm having a lot of fun. So yeah, we got that headphone jack. So yeah, experience on the headphones. It does have a slight low-level hiss, but very slight, like almost negligible. But I did notice it, so there are people that are particular to that. If you're very sensitive to low-level hiss, you may not like it, but it's really small, like I said. There's no FM stereo. FM is mono. Kind of expect that on a $16 radio, $17 to be exact, with the sale price. FM, expect light lows, which I was surprised. I thought for sure it'd be strong lows because of the speaker, but nope. It's different on headphones, so light lows, strong mids, so you get really strong mids, and moderate highs. On the AM, it's got a bright neutral tone, which I was surprised as well. So it's bright, so for music on AM it sounds fantastic. The weather band, expect a low neutral tone, which is good for that, because low tone for voice. Fantastic. And of course our flashlight with the diffused opaque lens on it. I don't think this unscrews. Looks like it does, but it'd probably break if I mess with it. We got a belt clip on the back here. There is no way to change the battery easily. It looks like there's some screws you can take off and get to the battery. It's probably using a LiPo pack, a flat pack. And they said the battery, internal battery, is 850 milliamps on this version. The Bluetooth version has a 1250 milliamp hour battery. Now, if you look at these bands, when I got this, I was all excited. I'm like, oh, it is a shortwave. Sweet. It doesn't. It's misadvertised on the sticker. Darn it. They probably use the same sticker from the other radio, is my guess. So the FM's correct, AM is correct, and the weather band is correct. But the shortwave is not correct because there's no shortwave on this radio. Yeah, bummer. But, again, $16.99 versus the price. The other one is $23. Well, I mean, it's not much more money. I mean, I guess, what, $6 more gets you those features? So, something to think about. And that's when that one's on sale as well. So, $3 more. Yeah, I guess that might be worthy. Get the MP3 player. Get the Bluetooth. Okay, I'm rambling, but you know how it goes. But anyway, this is a great radio. I mean, it's a tuner's radio. This is a radio, if you don't want the shortwave, you don't want the extra bells and whistles, you're buying a radio. You're not buying all the extra stuff. So, yeah, not a bad thing. So we'll go ahead and turn it on, do an audio demo. Before I do that, though, I want to do FM reception report, and then we'll get going and tune the band. So, FM reception report. I do it in a fair, okay, good, very good, excellent category, so 5 tiers. This came in 3rd tier, which is above average. It found 65 stations, solid 3-star, good rating, which is great. And then also on selectivity, I give it a good rating as well. So sensitivity, 3-star, and selectivity, 3-star. So above average, excellent. With that little antenna, I was surprised I was picking up faint stations between strong stations. Very surprised. So awesome. Let's go ahead and turn it on to an audio demo with Radio Todderbert. 97.7. I have a C-Crane FM transmitter 2, transmitting royalty-free music from my Sony MP3 player to this radio. You get an idea of the sound quality. Just compare it to my other videos, and you'll hear the difference. Power on. Let's go ahead and turn this up. Volume buttons.
Crazy mother.
fairly quiet. Nice. Cool. All right. Iron Man. Yeah. Love it. So we're going to go ahead and do an FM band scan and do an AM band scan. Weather. Let's do weather first, I guess. So let's switch over to weather. I'm going to turn off my FM transmitter before I forget. Don't override the signal. So let's go to the weather band. We're going to go ahead and just raise this antenna a little bit. I'm going to use a wire. Now, a wire will be effective. A weather band doesn't typically need it, but I'm going to go ahead and put a wire on it anyway. Now, weather band during the day, I got 5 stations of the 7, which is pretty good. It's above average. Usually it's like 3 or 4 average for emergency radio. So this little guy does pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and hit the weather band and show what that's about. There we are. Turn up the volume.
Rest of tonight, clear.
Channel 1.
Near steady temperature around 7. Southwest winds up to 5 miles an hour. Light snow in the morning, then light snow likely in the afternoon. Highs in the upper 20s. Thursday night, not as cold. Mostly cloudy, then becoming partly cloudy late in the evening, then becoming cloudy. Snow risk. Sunday, limited snow risk. Monday night into Tuesday morning, limited excessive cold risk. Discussion. Accumulating snow is likely for much of the Chicago metro and areas around and east of Interstate 55 late Thursday night into Friday afternoon.
Turn that mess down, but it actually comes in, this last one. It's just I don't have it. Here, let's see if I can unplug this. See, I overloaded it, so let's go ahead and turn that up.
24 hours a day on a frequency of 162.55 megahertz from our transmitter high at Top Limits Tower. This station will also broadcast severe weather events for southern Lake Michigan, Lake, Cook, and DuPage.
So it's showing you can get to 550, which is nice. So that's our 5 stations. Nice.
Broadcast
cool.
Originates from clear skies. Waukegan reported 3. Wheeling reported 13.
See, it does really well on weather band.
Midway reported 17.
The whip antenna, okay.
DuPage Airport reported 13. Joliet reported 14.
Screen
Aurora
gets wonky
reported
sometimes.
9. DeKalb reported 12. Janesville reported 10. Burlington, Wisconsin reported 5. Racine reported 4.
Okay, so let's go. I'm thinking to some FM music. We'll go with FM band. But first, I'm going to show you the weather alert. So, weather alert mode, scan, you just press and hold. And now it's going to scan all 7 channels. As you can see right here, the signal strength does change periodically. You'll see it moving around. And that's because it's going through all the stations looking for an alert signal. I wish it would just stay on the one you picked. But in case you forget or you're traveling, you don't know. And it's flashing, as you can see there, alert. Even though the screen's off, the radio's still on. Something to keep in mind. You may want to hook up to a battery charger, like a power pack, a power bank, and that'll keep it running, which is good. Make sure to do low power mode, because this doesn't draw a lot of power. But there you go, alert mode. There's that signal strength changing. So I hooked it back up. So let's go ahead, press and hold to exit that mode. And then we'll go to the FM band. And then we're going to go down to the bottom of the band. I probably should do this. Make it easy. Let's see. Wait, no, presets. Yeah, so presets. I don't think you can just press and hold them. You got to click them all the way down. So yeah, FM was cool. It automatically recognized all these, but I ran out before I got to the top of the band, which was interesting. So we're going to hook this antenna back up. Quickly go through the FM band. I can't stop on music. And then we'll go to the AM band to final thoughts on the radio. So let's go ahead and do that here. I'm just going to unplug power from the phone here and make sure we don't have any noise. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and turn this up. I'll just do sleep tuning.
Really tell the truth no matter what it's going to cost them. We need to be people that are excellent, people who always go the extra.
Like, what? Like, do they even know this? Like, obviously some do, but like, I'm like, this is crazy. And so then,
It's your breath.
Losing their homes, but you also have to think about the fact that LA County, for example, well, scenes that I
When I'm in the middle.
Elderly people coming out of a care home looking dazed, confused as any.
Thy power throughout. No, there ain't no. It's your breath in you now. You build up your wall.
Breathe well, you live better.
Said I told you that I loved you. All the power over me. With old Hank singing some song about train. Allergies to bump. Praying you've been working. Oh, you gotta keep it strong. Move along. You need not one. You know it well. I can't figure out myself. Well, God, I never fall in love. Oh, baby, I don't wanna know. Waiting will be worth it.
I'm chilling drought. I'm asking questions to find out how you.
Las estrellas se la re. Never cared for what. Y llega la nieve.
Following an unsuccessful attempt to bribe Paul Reed, coach of the Metropolis High team, to throw a state championship game, two men ambushed Casimir Pulaski and Tony Rizzuti.
Carolina, California, something's telling me.
Okay, so you get the idea, right? Awesome. A lot of FM stations. This is where this thing shines as FM. Fantastic. There's a review on one of these radios. Guy's like, FM didn't pick up anything. It's like, well, maybe you live in the boonies or something, because I live about 40 miles from city center, and yeah, I pick up everything. This thing's fantastic for a little radio. Again, this wire you can pick up is like a Kato T1. These run about $15, and you can hook them up. The reason why I'm hooking it up, again, like I mentioned, I'm in a subfloor basement, and if I don't do this, I won't pick up anything typically. Though this radio does well without it, as you saw with the weather band. So anyway, I'm going to lower this. We're going to go to the AM band, yeah. So during the day, the AM band's pretty surprising on this radio. It does very well. It's great on locals. It's good on semi-locals, and faint stations are possible. There's only one special section, 1200, 1210, and 1220, that have issues. That frequency range, for some reason, has a horrible buzzing tone that doesn't go away. I don't know if it's probably screen related, I'm guessing. But it's two Hispanic stations. Toss magnet. I have a thing about dust, as you know. Those who don't know, I do. It's one of those obsessive things. But yeah, those 3 frequencies, and that's the only problem I had. Now during the night, we'll see if it's different. So let's go ahead and do the AM band. There we are. Let's go down to the bottom preset. There we are. See, it starts at 6. Isn't that wonky? Look at that. 2 is the same as 6. It gets really stupid. But from there, everything's fine. So I actually manually entered starting at 6, 560. So it's a local station. These are all locals. But yeah, let's turn it up.
I often do it because I'm regulated by the FCC. Without vulgarity every day, it can be done. But online, you can be vulgar. What do you think? Is it in our DNA? This just will not work to attempt to censor Americans.
No, I agree with that.
So it's a slow-acting AGC, which means it takes a while for the gain to come up on the signal. So if it starts out faint, give it some time, it may get better. Or it may not. Something to keep in mind, especially in the evening.
So you can spend less time searching and more time connecting with talented candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom.
Cool. I'm just gonna mention ones that are easy to figure out.
Recent uptick in measles cases in some states. Lanier says she understands the doubt some black parents may.
Okay, the music here is 650. This is Nashville, Tennessee, WSM, 434 miles south. Coming in clear. I love that. I can't hover on it, but I kind of want to.
You know that every year, over 4 million pets find their way into shelters across the United States. For nearly 150 years, my friends at American Humane Society have been champions for animals, working tirelessly to rescue, care for, and protect them in crisis situations. Their work not only saves lives.
History of climate and fired through the whole state, said Keeley, and through much of the state, particularly the western half of the state.
Here's WLW, Cincinnati, Ohio. Just gonna doing through and have some fun here, give you an idea, and do final thoughts.
Given year. What about
dollars? Now, how much money did those lawyers make? This is just wrong.
I think they probably allocate. I suspect
talking on the phone
in the lead tank. I suspect the lawyers in the lead plaintiff
did well.
I think
Most expensive night of your life. Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a
change going and then use it.
WABC barely coming in. New York, New York.
Consider joining our team. Just to make it convenient and save you time and expense, we'll even pick up your Ferrari anywhere in the Midwest with one of our 5 show-quality enclosed trailers with military-grade uniformed professional drivers at no charge to you. We want your Ferrari service and...
Cool commercial.
the only way to get the attention was to create a spectacle and to have a...
And I just want to add that
coast to coast.
Tonight, before I came on the show on short notice,
KOA, Denver, Colorado, 890 miles west. Nice, because these radios will DX at night, even these digital ones. Toronto, New Orleans, Louisiana, 800 miles south.
At around $1 a day. Your first month is free. We're saying that it's due to global warming. There's no evidence that climate change has impacted the Santa Ana winds.
Have evidence or premises and
defend the faith and defend it well or
from her home.
If you believe your home has been unfairly appraised because of race or national origin, that could violate the Fair Housing Irish Hook'em We Are of slash.
John.
On the West Coast, it's amazing, but after 3 or 4 years, they're
Okay, so 1210's bad, 1200's bad, 1190's okay, 1220 at night's okay. Nice.
not like these are kind of examples of from agency to agency, people Coach, they said on your local situation, that can be very bad or it can be very good.
We're almost done.
Centralized source where all of those.
That's Nashville?
Outside the U.S. And are we going to fix it or not? There are things.
So performance is really nice all the way to the top of the band. Might get a little quiet, but just turn the volume up or wait a little bit.
So we'll obviously make that the story should that come to be. But we did have a huge game tonight, and I think it got, at least from the NBA, got a little bit of a good treatment.
So go ahead and turn it off. Perfect. Yeah. So let's do some final thoughts on the Jazmm AM/FM weather alert portable radio. Would you call it emergency radio? I guess you could because it does have weather alert. I always call it emergency radios when they have that. And if you pack a power bank in there with it, with a low power mode, and you hook it up here, you run that weather alert nonstop in a bad situation. That's good, especially when your power's out. Or, those fires in California they're talking about, and you need to run and you don't know where to go. NOAA's going to probably be telling you where to go. Emergency thing will be running and telling people where to evacuate to. So not a bad thing to have on hand. So especially if the phone towers aren't working. Here you get your terrestrial transmissions, no problem, no matter where you're at. That's a nice thing. So, okay, final thoughts, likes and dislikes, and final impressions. So, likes, I like the display. I think it's cool. Inverted, it's large. Yeah, it uses the battery up. You saw it drop one tick. That's 80%, by the way, so it's not a big deal. So, it stays on 2 bars for quite a while. I'm letting you know. Speaker audio, fantastic. I love it. Flashlight, very handy. Very handy for this radio. I'm happy with that. USB-C rechargeable, everybody loves that. Compact size, yep. Take anywhere size. This is vest pocket size. I really like that. That comes to my next point. I wish it had the MP3 player. It's okay. The design, I like the design aspect of it. The price on sale, $16.99. I mean, come on, it's under $20. It's a lot of fun for under $20. You got to admit, it's fun. So when it's on sale, it's great. And of course, it has weather alert, and it has presets. It works great on FM. Got 32 of them. You can manually enter them in, which I do like, manually entering presets. AM, you do get the reduced amount once you figure that out, because it'll drive you nuts until you figure it to start at 6, and then you're okay. Otherwise, you're going to be like racking your brains on that one. So start at 6. But otherwise, yeah, I like the amount of presets. It's decent. 27 on AM, I can live with that. Not a big deal. And that 1 or 2 frequency spots, again, it doesn't really hurt my feelings. I miss out on WPHT. Well, it could be a problem for some people, but not for me. So overall impressions, this gets a maybe recommendation. Reason being is that if you need a simple radio, and that's all you need is AM/FM weather alert, this is for you and it's on sale, $16.99. You can't beat it. But the reason why I give it a maybe is because for $3 more, you can get a Bluetooth version, which some people might want, because this is a Bluetooth age, and it has the MP3 player, and it has shortwave. Now, if some people say the shortwave doesn't work, just hook up a wire. You'll get stations, trust me. They'll come in. 11-inch whip, it struggles, of course. So, yeah, with a whip, with a wire on it, on this little whip here, on shortwave, you'll probably get a bunch. And that shortwave is pretty good coverage. So if you get the one with the shortwave, you're getting 4.75 to 21.85. This could be a little lower, but that's not too bad, starting at 4.75. So I'll have links to both radios, and if I can get a hold of the second radio, I will, and I'll review that one as well, and we'll compare them side by side. They're probably very similar. There's just one has extra features. So there's that. Okay, hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a like if you did. 2, if you like these radios, hit subscribe to the bell icon, get notified of future reviews and deals that come across. Because if you're subscribed and have the bell icon clicked, you're going to get notified when these things go on sale, because I'm always looking for you guys and looking for the best deals to share with you. You guys know that. And 3, comment down below what you think about this particular model. Do you like it? Because the other one I talked about, it has a different front. It looks like a mag wheel. Some people might like it, some people may not. This is conservative. The other one's a little bit more radical. Just putting it out there. So if you want the conservative, you go with this one. If you want the radical, get the other one. All right, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in my next awesome video.